We are in complete control. We are
Rethinking Heroes with Cary Harrison. RethinkingHeroes.com.
Is Rethinking Heroes. Cary Harrison with you. Don't forget, you can go to RethinkingHeroes.com and see a lot of the episodes as videos, because we do this as TV as well as radio here. So you can get it, take it with you. It is mobile, it is portable, it is permanent. Our favorite flavor. Coming up, we're going to be talking to Paul Hynek, the son of Alan J. Hynek, who, of course, ran Project Blue Book, the big one that everyone knows about. The History Channel has released a giant series on that. Paul has some extraordinary science-based information that I think is going to fascinate you. But right now, let's take a pause. With Memorial Day taking on even greater significance every year, there now seems to be forward motion, finally, for an issue plaguing America. Michael Carmichael is president, CEO, and founder of Epidemic, a dedicated organization focused on preventing veteran suicide and supporting our heroes. Michael, it's an honor to have you here with us today.
Thank you, Cary. And I got to open with, you're my hero for having us on here so that we can raise awareness to veteran suicide. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Michael, your extensive military background has undoubtedly shaped your dedication to this cause. How has your experience in the U.S. Army Special Forces influenced your approach to this new veteran suicide prevention campaign?
I would say really the only things that have translated completely are my abilities to engage people, to plan and resource missions. But with regards to, did I learn how to prevent suicide, or did I learn how to speak in front of a wonderful show like I'm on right now? I didn't know how to do none of this. So
again,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I do. I just wanted you to speak on a wonderful show like this. I only get to hear that 10 times a day. I want to hear it 11. I'm just kidding.
I'll give you your 10 right now.
Let's talk about what you're doing. It's called Epidemic, and this is unique because this approach differs from traditional programs that prevent tragedies, which is, let's just talk to the guy who may or may not be thinking about suicide, and let's forget everyone who lives with him and knows everything about it. We're just going to focus on it when it's too late. That's the current program. Yours is different.
Absolutely. We need Americans to know that this is a nonprofit that they can actually be involved in. This is something that they can make a difference with, not only to their veterans, but to their neighbors and friends. When you peel the camouflage back off of Epidemic, what you're left with is love your neighbor. So let's all come together, be the base of support for each other. But uniquely with regards to veteran suicide, there's some unique issues that these men and women have gone through and have. So nationally, we need to raise awareness to veteran suicide. You see behind me a number. That's the VA number. Good luck finding it, because the only place I've seen it is on our branding and on our website. So, but actually, I don't think you'd be surprised that the government is reporting that number under by a factor of 2.4. So probably the real number is like 306,000.
There we go.
That's 133. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The number in your video behind his head in the video side, which you can see at RethinkingHeroes.com later, is 133,887, as if they hand counted exactly what was going on. We know it's got to be about double. And you're saying, Michael, it's probably in the 300,000 range.
Yeah, if we take this number and multiply it by 2.4, which is the factor that Operation Deep Dive came up with, we've got over 306,000 veterans who have served this country honorably, but let their pain overwhelm them and their isolation, and they took their own life because of that pain. At Epidemic, we're not trying to stop veteran suicide at the moment of suicide. Let's think about it for a minute. If we go upstream and figure out what's stressing this person out, let's look at that as the problem, brother, okay? Let's treat the problem, and then the symptom of suicide doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, it abates. So you have a program that you call Team Room. Team Room. What is Team Room? How does that work in this calculus here?
So naturally, we have what we were talking about: raise awareness to suicide, call upon Americans to be a base of action, and provide resources. But at Check a Vet, we really want to have an impact on veteran suicide spread down to every community level. As my brothers and sisters separate, there's, I think, a misunderstanding that the whole problem is their loss of identity and sense of purpose. In my opinion, Cary, and I love to say that there's never a wrong answer afterwards, that's only a third of the problem. We need to get these men and women back on a team. That's why we call it Team Room. So Team Room is a peer-to-peer support group in the style of AA, but nothing to do with AA. It's about bringing these men and women back on a team where they can be watching out for others. They can share their pain. They can share their successes. They can have a new identity because we're rebranding them as Team Room members.
Which is very smart, and that's, of course, part of the success model of AA for anyone who knows anything about it. It's the ultimate accountability because all the people that meet you and you meet them, you all know each other. You see each other at the grocery store. You see each other when you get a new spark plug. You see each other everywhere ubiquitously, and your back is actually covered everywhere. So this makes complete sense that you're using that. How do people find out more about Check a Vet?
If I could just add one thing to the end of that. Right now, I've got a team of PhDs that are designing this program. They're prepared to do the data collection and the analysis so we can perpetuate this in a good way. Once this program's done, I want to give it to America and ask and plead with the American Legion and the VFW to be our cadre because they're already in every community. So that's how we're going to spread. Right now, to help us raise awareness, number one, go to our social media at CheckAVet365. Subscribe to us, like us, share us. That's all new to me. I used to write things and get after the mission in other ways. That's the day and age that we're in. Subscribe, like, and share. But most importantly, I can't raise awareness with a voice that's loud unless I have resources. So please go to checkavet.org and make a continuing monthly donation to us and know that we're out here in the trenches getting after veteran suicide.
Well, this is so important, and nothing like good prophylaxis, whatever that means to anybody, but it all means the same thing ultimately, is fending off something you don't want to happen. And this is such a bright and cheerful way to get people together, to get their souls tied together, to give them meaning and purpose and friendship and camaraderie, which is something when people are isolated and doomed and hopeless do not have. And the only best choice seems to be take away all the choices by making a bad decision that has a permanent outcome. So I laud you, my friend. Michael Carmichael, thank you so much for putting this together. Give us, again, a website where they can go.
We lose up to 44 veterans a day. So please go to checkavet.org and see what you can personally do to make a difference in a veteran that you have in your life. Checkavet.org and across social media at checkavet365.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael Carmichael. Appreciate you very much coming on. And there is certainly hope for the future as more people get on board with this. Cary Harrison with you. This is Rethinking Heroes. We're going to speak now with the son of the actual man who we're going to go back into the sci-fi realm. But I just wanted to have a salubrious moment there because we want to let you know that we're working on fixing this stuff and trying to find people who are actually doing real things. This is real. If any of you, it's LA, everybody's in a 12-step program. Everybody, one form or another. You know what I'm talking about. You know how these work. And this is really such an ameliorative fix to such a chronic problem. And veteran suicides can be, hundreds of people a day. You just don't know about it because the government does not benefit by publishing those numbers, because guess who put those people in that position to start with? This is not to say the war was good, the war was bad. This is not about this, but people wrote a blank check, turned their lives over, were sent out to do something, they come back, and they didn't receive the after polishing that they really needed to be able to survive. They're just left on their own, and left on our own as live mammals. We can eat, we can sleep, and that's about it. So this is such a leg up.
Looking to earn more money online? Well, meet Kartra, that's Kartra, the ultimate all-in-one business platform that makes it easier than ever to boost your income. With Kartra, creators, coaches, and experts can turn their knowledge and services into profits. You can create pages and funnels that attract customers, build memberships that share your knowledge, automate your business to free up your time, and so much more. Kartra has every tool you need to grow your business in one place. And the best part? It's super affordable and easy to use. Are you ready to streamline and scale? Well, head on over to rethinkingheroes.com/money for a free 30-day trial. That's rethinkingheroes.com/money for a free 30-day trial.